By now, you have most probably heard of the terms public and private keys. But what exactly are they? And, well, more to the point, what do they actually do? Well, to put it simply, they are a sophisticated form of cryptography and one of the most important aspects of cryptocurrency in terms of user security. And whilst they are described as being keys, they actually tend to look a lot more like this. In essence, these keys allow a wallet to both send and receive transactions. We can imagine a public key as being the location of a postbox. Anyone can put letters into that postbox, but they cannot get them back out. Instead, the postman, who owns the private key, has to come along and open the postbox in order to retrieve the letters. This is similar to how a Litecoin address works. The public key is usually shown in the form of a Litecoin address, which is a random assortment of upper and lowercase letters along with numbers from anywhere between 30 and 34 characters in length, and starting with the letter L. Now you or I can send Litecoins to this address, but we cannot retrieve them, just like we can't take letters out of a postbox without the key. Only the owner of this address, who has the corresponding private key, is allowed to take the money out and spend it. So just note that if at any point you, or in this case the postman here, shares his private key with anyone, the coins in this metaphorical postbox risk being stolen. In fact, this very thing happened live on television to Bloomberg reporter Matt Miller when he accidentally showed off his private key from a paper wallet. Within seconds, somebody watching took the coins out of his wallet and into their own. Luckily, for Matt however, they did offer to return them to a new address.
What a guy.
Okay, so someone can steal a private key. How do I keep mine secure then? Well, fear not, as Matt was using a paper wallet, which actually has a private key printed directly onto it. And while paper wallets are great, flashing them about in public isn't such a good idea, just like you shouldn't be flashing your real-world wallet around in public. Please don't do that. If, however, you use a hardware wallet and you have it passphrase protected, so these are wallets which are on your computer, phone, or whatever device you prefer to use, then it can prove incredibly difficult for intruders to gain access to the private keys, as they need both physical access to the device and your passphrase. Okay, so this is all well and good, but what's to stop anyone from just guessing a private key like they could a password if it's just numbers and letters? Well, private keys are generated alongside the public key when you set up a wallet for the first time, so each is wholly unique and no one has ever seen or generated that public or private key before. You are the first person. Private keys are 51 characters in length and made up of a random assortment of upper and lowercase letters along with numbers. What this means is that anyone attempting to break into a wallet by guessing the private key would spend roughly 204 tresvigintillion years trying to crack it. Oh, and by the way, a tresvigintillion, that's 10 to the power 72. And it's 204 of those. So, thanks to all this clever technology and mathematics behind cryptocurrency, it makes it extremely secure for all of its users. So that was public and private keys explained.